any small creature do it. They looked around and they heard it again. They looked again, and there it was, the water spider. Now, if you've never seen a water spider before, tomorrow morning before you leave, go down to the lake. It's a very beautiful lake, Norse. It's where Lenoche gets its name. Lake Norse Cheney, La Noche. Yeah, you thought it meant the night? Wrong. Anyways, if you go down to the lake there, you might see the little spiders on the edge of the water. They got two black stripes on their back, and that's the spider I'm talking about. They can walk right on the water, and that's why they're called the water spider. The water spider began to take and weave a web, just like the shape of a bowl. The water spider placed the bowl on her back, and she began swimming across the swamp. When she got to the other side, there was no more burning tree. Now the tree was just a pile of coals and ashes on the ground. Water spider knew she would have to act quick, and so she took the bowl made of the web and scooped up some of the coals and ashes, placed it back on her back, and with great speed began swimming to the other side. Not that fast. It's a big swamp. And so as she was coming, the animals saw, and they saw the smoke coming from the little bowl off her back, and they knew that she might be successful. And so they said, "You can do it, water spider! You can do it,
You can do
water
it!
spider!" And they said it again.
You can do it!
And there it was. She finally reached the shore, and she dumped the ashes on the ground, and she began adding some moss and blowing on it, kind of like I lit the fire tonight. And next thing you know, the fire erupted. And that was the first fire ever known to the animals and the people. And so from that day on, we have always had fire in our villages. And the person in charge of the fire in our village is known as the fire keeper. And the symbol that that person wears is the symbol of the water spider. A symbol of that story, of taking care of the fire. The fires were very special. Once a year in our villages, we would put out the sacred fire, and we would bury the coals in a mound, signifying the old year was over. When the new fire was lit, the new year began. And so this was a symbol of our year.